can't take another L.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
10-10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
Going for Hilton. Now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. With first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a gain of 7.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Flushed out right. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Lions' 44-yard line.
Now Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action. Trubisky sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
What you got over here, man? What you got? You looking like, oh, you see that big boy right there? Yeah.
Here's Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hawkinson, 35 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Hey.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Maybe over now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Popped in the air and intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way up past the 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Steps away. He'll try and run it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 48 yards. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. As he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. He fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. That's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. Powerful running. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At the 18-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be brought down as time is now running on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Oh, seeing that he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag there. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
Now back to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Davis picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal. At the 2.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure. And it will be intercepted.
Give me that.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 81 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trubisky will throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Good. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 28. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and the Bobby kept having a rough patch. I said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4.
It's from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The tackle made.
The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back now at Ford Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Touchdown near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, escaping the pressure. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To number 87.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 42, Buccaneers 35. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Says this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Allen. Going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He's got a first down and more past the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now Trubisky dancing to his left. And he finds Gronk. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a second down and 6.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big run there by Johnson, 79 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. Third down here. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. They'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.